Welcome back, Hackstab Slash. Upon recording this, the Team USA has just won the gold medal. So let's
Let's go.
little round of applause, little golf clap.
Let's go
Let's
hockey.
go.
Let's go
I
hockey.
think I read somewhere that that's the first time since 1980, which is older than me, probably older than Justin.
Oh, it is older than me too. That is 46 years ago. Let's
God
go.
damn.
Oh.
Let's keep this rolling, dude. Give me a dad joke real quick.
All right. This was not
Put you on
planned
the
off the top
spot.
of my head. All right, ready? What did the Roman say when his wife was eaten by a lion?
Let us live.
Gladiator. Gladiator.
Let's see if I can follow that up, dude. How do you steal a coat?
How?
Your jacket.
Oh, Durunch. All right, let's tell the
Let's
people. This
go
isn't
right
a
into this.
this isn't a comedy podcast. This is a horror podcast. Let's tell the people what they're in for today.
We're diving into a wonderful movie that was bestowed upon our laps. And this happened really fast because
Real
I
fast.
wasn't prepared for the news that you gave me, Justin, because I am Instagram illiterate. So you handled this from front to back. But we are covering ZombieCon Volume 1. And if there's any indication as to what kind of movie this is, all Justin's got to do is get under the desk like someone looking for an upper management position at a shady fucking firm.
Let's go. And before we jump right into this movie, I just want to say we're dropping two podcasts today, guys. Listen to this podcast because we are right after we are done talking this one, we are actually interviewing the director and the lead actress and writer. And I mean, these people are all over it. Kyle and
Dude, I
Aaron.
watched the
Like,
closing credits and their
dude,
names are plastered front to back. So if this is not a passion project of theirs, I don't know what is because
exactly. So never
you
mind.
could feel
Shout
love
out.
in this movie.
Yeah, shout out Kyle and Aaron, which we're literally talking to in 1 hour. So we're gonna jump right into this and stop talking. But guys, listen to our second podcast to follow up. Who wants to
So
go
Justin,
first?
I asked you, I was like, yo, tell me where to find this movie, remind me of the name, this, that, and the other thing. You even sent me a link.
Yep.
The second I turned on my TV and clicked Tubi, do you know what was the third movie in line? You know how you get those For You movies like your next watch? Do you know which one
Yeah.
it was?
It wasn't this, was it?
It was this. It was
How?
ZombieCon Volume 1. And I was like, that is dope.
That
Because
is
usually, even when we choose what movie to cover, we have to search for it. This
that
was
is
number 3 on my
crazy.
recommended movie watches.
That is amazing. You want me to kick some things off here, or do
I
you want?
want
You
you
want?
to start this and tell us about an opening POV scene because
Okay.
I know how much
Hey,
you love POV.
love those scenes, but we're gonna keep this stuff fast. I'm gonna burn through this first 30 minutes really, really fast. So right away, I mean, you don't know what's going on. You're greeted with a crazy, like bloody, blood everywhere, girl killing someone, no clue what's going on. It's like a very quick tease because someone's getting killed and having a terrible day. You don't know who, because boom, flash, we're in LA. And we meet our group, and they are a group of cosplayers, four cosplayers. We got Rocket, Punky, Javier, and Claire. And they are headed to the con. They do this whole passion talk about how much they love cons and everything. And never mind, they are dressed as the Guardians of the Galaxy, which I watched part two yesterday. Cannot believe that. Like, amazing timing. Love it so much.
I actually
There.
believe if I'm not mistaken, it's Volume 2.
Yes, yes, yep.
So they
It
go
is.
by volumes, just like this movie, which is
Love
pretty
it so
dope.
much. I literally watched Volume 2 yesterday, and they're going to Anime Con West. We talk about how they own this one. This is their con. Let's
This
go.
is
And
ours, motherfucker.
they're walking in, and they just talk about the passion of the cosplay. It's really cool. And we meet a rival group. And this group, you right away, you could tell they're a bunch of pricks. Don't like them at all.
I
And
have
they're
him
ha
written down in this set of scenes as rival condom head.
and it's pretty awesome. They go on stage, they all do their little things, their dances and stuff, and they get graded on their little plays. And it is showtime. And Xander Rules goes on first. That's the name of these assholes. And
Doyle rules.
yeah, right. And right away, like we see this really cool thing where they stole the Rockets dance, and but the Rockets like they're playing chess while these guys are playing checkers. They
They
knew
went all double agent on them. They
double
were
agent.
like,
They knew they were
let's
going to get
fake this routine.
exactly. They faked the whole entire routine, knowing that the other guys were watching and filming and planning it, and these knuckleheads went ahead and did it. Like just a terrible
You know,
day.
I mean, how could you think that this was an award winning routine for a cosplay when at one point I think he's on all fours wagging his butt like a doggy and someone's spanking him?
It was very weird and sexual, and there's animals. I didn't know what was going on. It was very weird. But then all of a sudden, they're over. I love that they're like working the crowd too. Like, thanks, thanks. No one's clapping. Nobody
No one's
cares.
clapping.
And
Nobody.
then It's Rockets time. We see one great routine later. What do you know? The Rockets win. Let's freaking go. They're celebrating. They're having a great time. The
They
group's
gotta
going
they gotta trademark that three-peat kid.
right. Let's go. And they're later. We see they're going to the liquor store. They're gearing up. They're getting some stuff. And right away, we see that there's like another group of five. Bullies the crap out of them. Rocket gets absolutely pissed and because they smashed the trophy and everything. Completely bullied. Rocket ends up getting punched in the face pretty bad. We see the group later. They're hanging out on a rooftop, and you see some I guess it would be some good social commentary and everything. Rocket's
This
pissed.
is this is a great way to build the characters, Justin, because I don't know about you, but at this point in the movie, I'm watching it, I'm enjoying it. I don't feel a connection. But this whole liquor store scene, dude, I wanted to be there so I could throat punch each one of these dickheads back into the steroid era.
Dude, so pissed. So pissed. And definitely this next scene is really good because you see Rocket, he is pissed. He's him and Punky are yelling at each other, not at like at a passionate like venting. And Punky's giving him words of encouragement. And you basically see how like they're outcasts and he's just sick of it. There's assholes everywhere, this whole entire thing. And they're like, you know what? They're gonna go home. So after this pretty emotional scene, they're like, I'm out of here. They're all walking home. Remember, this is late at night now. This is afterwards. They're walking through the city. No clue what's happening next because we see Claire gets like her hand. She like goes to reach for something in like trash, and like her hand gets grabbed by like a homeless guy. A
The
weird
second he
flash.
snatched on, I thought this is exactly when the zombies were gonna start.
Exact. So same thing. And I'm like, oh shit, here we go. But no, you see a weird flash. There's like a rock or something. No clue what's going on. They kind of like yell at him, threaten him, keep going. Claire goes back and talks to him, and he's basically like, tell Rocket everything's gonna be okay, and like kind of talks, and then disappears. And they're all like after handing her something, which looks like some magic space rock. Like what the hell is like I don't even
Some
know.
magic space rock.
Yeah,
I
she
called
gets
it a
some.
wishing stone.
I wish. Yeah, well,
I mean,
exactly.
we
Like
don't find out what you can use it for right now until later on, but
right. So like once again, I have no clue what is going on, and then we just see like later on we see them back at their apartment. You see Claire bringing some new cosplay. They're gonna the three of them wants to order pizza. Claire's kind of pissed because she's like, I'm not getting my door. Like this ex-boyfriend delivers there, and we see Claire goes in a room and has like a crash out. She has a complete insane crash out. And
I feel so bad for her.
before the movie goes to 0 to 60 in a minute or two, I'll let you take it over there. But yeah, she's losing her mind 'cause she doesn't want to face this guy or whatever. And then I wrote the magic space rock flashes and Rocket feels it on the couch. He's out there like watching anime or something, and he also feels it. But her room is all white and clear. I have no clue what's going on. And then like it turns to sand, and then the pizza comes, right? So you think this is going to be all eventful, whatever. The pizza comes, doorbell comes, they get the pizza, the guy leaves, nothing happens at all. And before I do kick this over to you, I will give Kyle and Aaron credit because we're about 30 minutes in right now, and there's been no horror. I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what I was watching. I forgot I was watching a zombie horror movie. But the thing was, like, I wasn't bored. I actually liked the characters, and I was kind of like rooting. Like, I didn't know where the story was going. But I honestly kind of forgot what I was watching, but I was still having fun. So I will give them props that I thought the character.
You feel like right now you're just rooting for the underdog. You're feuding with the characters against like everyone else. You know what I mean? Like you
It,
want them to succeed. You want life to get
yes,
better for them because they feel like wholesome characters outside of, Rocket just being an absolute dickhead
yeah,
since like
Rocket's
that
been a
whole
little.
trophy thing. I get it, dude. Like he's butthurt. And I myself have a hard time sometimes letting things go so I can carry over for like a day or two just stewing in my own shit.
Right.
But yeah, dude, this next scene is
Yeah,
it's
kick it
fucking
over.
awesome.
So
It is
yeah,
awesome. I was like, holy shit, this scene when Devin comes back.
dude.
I love the lead into this because Punky like hops up over the couch and she's like, yo, did you forget to pay him? He's like, nah, I paid him. Probably didn't give him anything for a tip though. So he might be mad. And when she opens the door, dude, Devin comes in and he is full zombie mode right now. And they go nuts. And the effects in this scene are great. The camera work was good. It had a very fun feeling behind it. I don't know if you felt that,
Loved
but
it.
it really worked so well with whatever song choice they chose in this. The anime playing in the background, it was like this little concoction of a recipe that for that like 45 seconds felt really good. It made me like lean forward on my couch and like get giggity because you're watching anime, you're watching Javi watch the anime, completely ignoring everything. You're watching them battle the zombies. You can see Claire in the background with a plastic lightsaber, just smacking him on the
Dude,
back.
dude.
Like she knows it's zombies because that's what she wished for, so she's paranoid. This thing is trying to eat Punky, and it is trying really hard to eat Rocky. And at the same time, no one knows what's going on. Like Javi is completely oblivious to everything. How loud is this anime right now? That's all I can do is giggle. And then I laughed when their solution after they like Claire steps up, dude, and she beats the hell out of out of Devin. Like she stabs him like 47 times. She grabs a katana and she goes to town on him. And he drops dead. And Rocket's like, yo, let's all take a chill pill and let's figure out what's going on. So their solution to prove that Claire's not batshit crazy right now because that's
Mhm.
her ex-boyfriend is she tells him like, hey, I wished every asshole in the world was a zombie so we could kill him. They're like, all right, let's see, let's prove your hypothesis right. Let's go check on the neighbor because he's a real dickhead. And well, he's a zombie as well, so there's a little bit of joy in that, I guess.
Dude, that jump. Oh my God. And even, dude, Punky, some of her shit she says is so funny. She's like, they're like naming all the assholes, like you said, talked about like the neighbor. And then Punky's like, there's that bitch in my Pilates class. Like, I was like dying, like, so freaking funny. And then, like you said,
But
the neighbor, like that jump scare actually got me.
yeah, that got me too. And it got my kid as well because he was trying to watch this with me too. He
Yeah.
sat down right before the jump scare, was like, I'm good.
Yeah. He's come done.
After Battle Zombie number 2, we see news reports are now showing what's going on. And I don't know if you got this feeling. Yes, this is a very comedic rendition of it, but it kind of reminded me of when Tom Savini is on the newscast in 2004's Dawn of the Dead,
Dawn of
and
the
he's
Dead.
like you got to get him in the head. He's like you got
Yeah.
to take him in the head, and then you got to burn him, and you can hear him turn around. He's like, hey, did you get him? Make sure you burn him. Like it reminded me of that. Like obviously, Dawn of the Dead is very serious and
Oh,
dreadful
yeah.
and very like right in the feels. This one was kind of like I think the dude had like toilet paper or mummy wrapped around his
Yes.
head. And he's holding his eye. And he's like,
So,
kill him, get him.
oh my God. I know. I'm like, what am I looking at?
But they do game plan. They're like, yo, let's sit tight. Let's lock ourselves in here for a few days until the madness dies down. Smart move. If the zombie apocalypse breaks out, you need to gear up, board down, barricade. You know what I mean? You do not want to be out on them streets when all haywire is
No.
going nuts. You want
Smart
it to kind
plan.
of calm down. Yeah.
Initially, great plan.
You know what I mean? There's some kind of knucklehead out there that's like, oh, I could kill 2 of them, but then they kill me.
Right?
That's fine. Stop dwindling the numbers, bro. You go do you. I'm gonna stay here. I got my manga. I got my anime. We got some video games. I got katanas. We got some meat cleavers. I got a big ass jar
Also,
of peanut butter.
dude, about this scene, I'm telling you, the subtle humor killed me. Like, did you see what friggin' Punky's reading? She's
What
reading
is it?
like,
100 lethal ways
yeah,
or
a
something?
hundred deadly skills. She's like reading 100 deadly skills as this is happening. And then Javier is he's like he's got
Check
like
out these
nunchucks.
weapons.
He brings out like nunchucks and like a mini crossbow. And I'm pretty sure Rocket's like, this is why you guys are always broke, like buying all this stuff. Like, dude, I don't
And
know,
then he's
man.
like,
Like,
"Where did you get it?" And he's like, "Bro, I made an entire YouTube video about this. Did you guys not watch
did you
it?
guys not watch
Tell
it?
tell me that doesn't sound like us at work."
No, that's what I mean. Like, I honestly like one of my questions during an interview about Aaron and Kyle is about the comedy in this movie and like what influenced the comedy because I thought like the subtle hit like comedy was really good.
It just felt so natural.
Yes, that's one of my questions. I can't wait. Like, oh my God, I'm so all right. Sorry, go ahead. I get excited.
But Rocket finally gets in touch with Big Mama, and I'm a fan because, well, I mean, I don't know if you noticed it, but she's wearing a Pikachu shirt, so that's a vote for me.
Shit, I did not notice that.
And before Rocket can get like through to her about the gravity of the situations going on around her, she loses. She Rocket loses contact with her, and I don't right now, dude. I don't know if Rocket's gonna make it because it feels like he's starting to spiral with everything
Hmm.
going on, like he's feeling the pressure of being like this quote unquote leader of the group. And in my head watching this, I'm like, Claire's wish was for all the assholes to turn into zombies. I've got news for you, Justin. I don't know
Hmm.
if you agree with me, but
Uh-oh.
Rocket has been an asshole since that fight at the Packy.
It's teetering. He's not been the best friend ever right now. We're not gonna lie.
If
We're gonna
being an
sell
asshole generates the chemicals that turns you into a zombie, bro needs to simmer
right.
down a little bit and
He's
get
got, he's
back
got
to
to
his
chill a little
roots.
bit. He's got to chill a little bit. Yeah.
This group does gear up to save Rocket's mom, And I'm getting ready to run through a fucking wall right now to Punky's speech.
Oh,
When
hell
he was
yeah.
like, these are just costumes. They're not gonna, she's like, they're not costumes. They represent characters, they represent strength, they represent love. Like the way she just hammered into him, I was like, yo, sign me up.
Dude,
I'm
oh
good.
yeah.
Grab me that katana. Let's go kill some zombies.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Punky.
Then they're in the garage after like they come up with their game plan. And Rocket's going over like, hey, if we take these abandoned like underground tunnels, we can go underneath LA, maybe get to my mom, try to avoid as many zombies as possible. And then at one point he says something about he's like, I don't think there's any walkers over there. And I was like, did this dude just give me a nod to The Walking Dead? You definitely
Oh yeah.
did. Because
Oh yeah.
I ain't never heard zombies referred to as walkers outside of that
Nope.
universe.
Nope.
And I like how they tie in these different like genres
Yep.
because one of my favorite conventions I've ever been to was the Walker Stalker Con that came around to the BCEC or the Seaport. I can't remember which one.
Okay.
And it was purely The Walking Dead.
It was just
Everyone in there was dressed as zombies. There was a lot of horror people and like comics and like that everything that revolves around that, but the main
yeah.
thing was everyone that was in The Walking Dead, including like the guy who plays Rick Grimes and like just all those characters were there. That's the
Yep.
the place where I told you I got the Michael Myers bobblehead
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
signed by Tom. And
Yep.
he signed it Jason, and then he looked at me and was like, God damn it, I've signed so many Jasons today. He's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, nah, dude, it's dope. I was like, I liked you in both of them. I'm like, just make sure you write Michael Myers too.
Dude, and now I just oh man, all this talk. We just need to let's just go to some horror cons like right away.
Oh my God, yeah. But this journey through these LA tunnels does get intense. And I think it's a good way of keeping the characters moving and on the run and not letting any real lulls come into this movie. And they do get lucky because they lose their weapons, they lose like their little bag of snacks and they lose the map. But they do find another little area of supplies that has a map, it has a camera, it's got some food that's in date. And just as they get super lucky with this, they get fucking dumb unlucky real quick because this was
Hmm.
another zombie jump scare that got me. And these assholes who were down there filming, they're still down there and they're all zombies. And I can call them assholes because that's how you become a zombie
That's
is
how
being
you
an
become.
asshole. And you
Yep.
watch the assholes pucker up on camera and become zombie eating, biatches.
Oh yeah.
And we see they go into this battle and they're in this like caged in area. And three of them, we get Rocket, Claire, and Punky kind of cornered by the gate so the zombies can't get to him. And that leaves
Yep.
Harvey fully exposed. And this man takes off. He draws the zombies away. He says, you guys keep going. I'm good. I got this. He takes off running. We don't actually see Javi die, but you can feel like something happened to him. And I'm
Yeah.
hoping like hell right now it didn't because Javi is one of my favorite characters.
And just this scene, I dude, another thing that looks awesome. Tell me how badass with like it's very dark, but the red lights of the tunnel with like the zombies' faces. I thought that looked
Yeah,
so badass. Like, wasn't that really cool?
I loved it, especially the way like the eyes glow with it.
Yes, I thought the design was really, really friggin' badass. I really, really like that. That was really cool.
That's a huge thing where like less is more
Yeah,
because they're not grotesquely bloody. They're not
right.
already decaying. This virus outbreak is less than 24 hours.
Yep.
So like the little boils and stuff and then just the blood around the mouth, perfectly done.
So
You
excited.
don't need anything more than that. After that, it starts to look fake. You
That's
know
one
what
of
I
my
mean?
questions to them too. I have a question about like the whole special effects and their design and stuff. So I'm pretty excited to talk to them after this. Where were
But
we?
how did you feel about this like emotional scene post zombie chase where we see Rocket might be the leader and he's like I don't know how to describe this. Um in this scene, dude, like Punky steps up again and comes at Rocket with like another speech because Rocket is clearly caving and we get this feeling, dude, like, yeah, Rocket might be the leader of the group, but Punky's the fucking glue that holds this group together right now.
Dude, it's almost like the group
Because
sees the potential in Rocket that he doesn't almost notice. It's like they see what he can be because like you said, they keep having to edge him on. Like if he's like the leader, it's like they're more confident in him. They kind of gotta like they're trying to make him notice like his own power, his own confidence and stuff.
yeah, because right now he's like sitting down, he's defeated, Javi's
Yeah.
gone. He's like, I don't know where my mom is, even if she's alive. He's like, I'm the biggest asshole out there. And like Punky's like, nah, bro, you do you. Like she's like, feel your heart. She's like, you got a heart, man. She's like, we believe in you. And then just like that, dude, Harvey pops up.
Dude.
I'm
So,
just I'm gonna float this out there right now, Justin.
okay.
I know
Yep.
this might not be in your wheelhouse, but rest in peace to Jason David Frank. Javi would make a fucking phenomenal young Jason David Frank in the beginning of Power Rangers. Like if there was a biopic made about him, this dude wears that fucking suit tremendously. I don't know. I saw that and I was like, this dude would be a great Jason David Frank. Like if they made a movie about his life, like he's got the skin complexion, he's got the body build, he's got the hair, he's got the earring. Like he embodies like everything the Green Ranger was.
This
Like
dude
courage,
needs to
everything.
be a
Yeah,
real
let's
Power
fucking
Ranger.
go.
Let's go. And now, and you know where else we're going? We're going to Big Mama's house right now because thank God the gang's all here and they get to Big Mama's house. And I'm dying because they are explaining it to the mom. And Claire's kind of, it's just so fun. Everyone's like yelling at once. And Claire's kind of like, yeah, I wish for them all to be assholes. And like, oops, like here we are. And the mother keeps talking about how like your group of friends were here and they like made a mess. There was fake blood everywhere. And you're kind of realizing like, what is she talking about? And they're like, Mom, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden we see there's a group of four people there. And she's like, yeah, they're right there. And yeah, that's not his group of friends. That is the friggin' asshole rivals, Xander Rules. I was so excited to see them again because holy crap, are we gonna get another showdown? Because but dude, these are like they're talking now. Like this guy is taunting them. And dude, the crew is so confused. They're like, is that supposed to happen? I don't think that's supposed to happen.
He
But
reminds me so much of like some college dickhead because he's got the ladies. And
yup.
I feel like when he's like, get him, he just snap his fingers, like sick him.
Right? And yeah, they go after him and they're like, all right, they basically shoo the mom to the room. They're like, go to your room, mom, go to the room. And it is battle time. But you see, like, the bigger the asshole, the bigger the zombie. I think they explain like the stronger the zombie or something. Because these ones are strong. Dude, the gang is getting their ass kicked. Every single one of them is getting absolutely destroyed. You really hate to see it. They're getting embarrassed. This team is down and out. And like literally we see like I'm like, oh my God, like someone gonna die here because they're getting absolutely kicked. And Xander is kicking Rocket's ass too. And he's like taunting him and telling him how he's
He's
like,
telling him, he's like, I'm gonna turn you. He's like,
you,
you and me, we're the fucking same.
yeah,
He's
we're
like,
the
you're
same
an
person,
asshole.
man.
You're the biggest prick I know.
And you could tell, like, as we just talked about Rocket, like the dude doesn't find his confidence. He's been teetering, he hasn't been acting the best. And you see he is battling and this next scene gets really trippy too, like as he's turning we see like Rocket almost, I don't know if it's like a dreamland, you could tell, and he is battling his own inner demons. And I love this scene too much because he's questioning, you see it like from in his like mind, like he's questioning if he's an asshole. And one by one it shows the good benefits of all his friends. It shows his mom, I believe, is the first one, and it shows like his mom caring for him. And then it literally shows Claire, how she lost like all her family and everything. She made them the new family. They show how Javier is like the most like loyal person ever. Shows Punky how great Punky is, always cheering him on no matter what. Dude, I kind of had chills because this was like really getting me really pumped up. Like
It
all
gets emotional.
yeah, and he's like these all these friends are great people. And they keep saying like you gotta level up, you gotta level up. And then all of a sudden you see we're flashed like right back there, and he stops attacking friends. I wrote fucking chills. Let's go. What a character arc. I am so here for this. The power of positivity. Sorry, I got too excited. But then he
Make
turns.
sure you carry that over into the interview. I want them to know how you felt.
No, they're gonna know. They're probably, dude. They're on the grind. They probably haven't met anyone this kind. They're probably not ready for the kind of energy we're gonna bring for them. Just like Matthew wasn't when we interviewed him for Mr. Sandman. But dude, he turns and faces the villains, and he makes them their victims
Yeah, he
because
makes them the
yeah, the
victims.
girls are running at him. Dude, at one of them, he runs and throws his hands in. I believe it's like Indiana Jones 2 style, like Temple of Doom.
Yeah,
He like
rips out the heart.
rips her heart. And they're even like, dude, you got the heart. And he's like, oh shit, yeah. And he makes quick friggin' work out of them. And then Xander, though, ends up grabbing his mom. And they're like, oh my God, they don't want to move or whatever. Throws the mom down. The mom kind of like kicks him, but he ends up biting her. Like, I'm talking like takes a chunk out of her friggin' neck. The group, rocking all of them, they run and charge and stab him. They kill him. Let's freaking go. But at the same time, you see the mom is down and out, and it looks like she is dying. And then we have some like epic like speech from like Rockets, basically just
Yeah,
saying
we
how
get we
like,
get a great epilogue
dude, I
setting
love
us
it
up for
too. This
volume
is like
two.
felt me because it literally talks about how like there's so much shit in the world like you can't control. There's so much just assholes out there, so much bad stuff in the world, but you can't control. And basically talking about like being a good person is a friggin' choice. Like that's something every single person can actually control. And then all of a sudden you do hear as right as this happens too, you hear she's alive, meaning like the mom is alive. Let's fucking go. End credits. I need to take a breather. Sean, you can talk.
I got
Woo!
one question for you before we dive into
All
this.
right, what do you got?
After that ending epilogue, and you see him, and he's basically back to being human, I'd imagine he's still got his zombilities,
Yeah.
but it almost feels like the way he says like being an asshole is a choice.
Hmm.
It feels like the cure for this zombie outbreak is just to be a good person.
Yeah, man, I loved it, and like I just I don't know, literally wrote I love that so much. Like oh yeah, I thought there was some really good social commentary in this and stuff like that.
So
I
I
love
got
that
indie
ending.
horror, or really
Whew.
indie anything in general. In general, really, it's not for everyone, and I get that. Anime, cosplay, conventions, all of this really isn't for everyone. But I can tell you right now, this shit right here, this shit's for me. I am the target audience. All
Let's
right.
go.
I felt like I belonged in this movie. I felt like I belonged in that group. I am so excited to see where things go with volume two. I hope these guys get all the funding in the world to make these, just let their creative juices flow like a mountain of code red. I like this movie so much. I want a graphic novel made about it so I have more content to consume about this movie and about this world. Manny, Aaron, Punky, Christian, they all work so well together. This movie by far is not a perfect 10, but it feels like comfort food for your soul. All right, like if Chicken Noodle Soup for the Soul was ever a zombie movie and it spoke to your inner being, like this is it. You know what I'm saying? I'm basing this score off of pure emotions while I enjoy this movie. I'm giving this a rock solid 8, and I'll die
Oh,
on that hill right now. This world is
oh,
full of assholes, and a zombie apocalypse sounds like a great way to purge the dickheads.
dude. Oh my God. Wow. So we're definitely pretty close to be on the same page because I seriously wrote this movie will not be for everyone. And I wrote indie horror isn't for anyone. Like holy shit. Like but I wrote there is so much heart in this friggin' movie and I had so much fun with this. And yes, is this a perfect movie? No, it's a little uneven. Honestly, I probably could have shaved off maybe 10 minutes of it, but props to the team who made this. This is and I loved it. The whole outcast thing, I mean, I related to that so much too. And like you said, it's definitely not for everyone, but I don't know. I related with that so much. And I thought they did enough different with the zombie stuff to stand out. I thought it was a lot of fun. I gave it a 7.2 out of 10. A lot of fun with
I
this
had
one.
so
So,
much fun with this movie, and I can't wait to talk to them.
and I
Like
also want to say
I'm
like,
hyped.
no, I am too. And I'm not even an anime fan at all. I know nothing about anime, but I still related to so much of the Outcast stuff. I don't know. I really liked it all.
See,
I
like
like,
I've always been, sorry to cut you off, but
no.
I've always been into like Pokemon. I've recently started watching One Piece with my kids. Uh, Naruto. You know what I mean? Digimon. Like I grew up watching all that stuff. Dragon Ball Z. I love the culture. I was never fully immersed, but I've enjoyed going to conventions. I enjoy a bunch of that nerdy shit. I enjoy the video games. I love what cosplayers bring to the table. I think it's phenomenal.
Love the creativity.
You relate to this so much because yeah, you're not into like the anime and all that stuff,
Hmm.
but growing up, like there was always sections of kids that were kind of like diverse,
Hmm.
and there was a big commonality between like the anime nerdy kids
Hmm.
and not so much gothic, but like punk,
Dude, that
rebellious, horror, you
let's
know what I
go.
mean, misunderstood type kids like yourself. There's so much
Yep.
commonality between those groups that they
Dude,
should have never been separate groups. And I
so
didn't
glad you
really
said
see these groups merge until I was like a senior in high school.
so glad you said that because man, dude, in high school, man, I was a class clown, shocking, I know, right? Hard to believe, but I had blue spiked hair. I played the guitar. A lot of the people I played with, they weren't into punk rock, so it was really tough because I was like the punk rocker. I mean, I'm like want to play Ramones, Rancid. I'm like I was all about punk. I jammed with a bunch of different people. I could never find like my punk rock like in my high school. It was really tough finding the right people like that. I got along with everyone. I friggin' loved everyone, but I always had different interests that were definitely in like the nerdy stuff like that. So I mean, definitely felt
Yeah,
like that. So
you know what I mean? Like your group, well, half your classes out there talking about Varsity Blues and
right,
Friday Night Lights and shit like that. You're like,
yep.
yo, y'all ever see SLC Punk? That movie's great.
Exactly. Oh God, yes, 100%. I mean, exactly. It's going to rancid concerts and all this different shit. But all right, yeah. So let's get out of here. Let's get ready for the next interview. Go over a few things. Everyone,
All right,
tune in for volume 2 of this podcast, releasing the
let's
same
go.
day. Let's
Later,
go.
X Snap Slash.
Peace.